Hi guys, the Ferret here, and before I get into what I'm doing, I am open for commissions. I'll have links to my different galleries that have all the exact same information down below, so just choose whichever one you like to use. Moving on, I have a deer. We've seen this deer before, we've seen this deer a lot of times. This deer has been completely revamped except for his face. So we'll start with his face, since basically nothing's been done to it. What has been done to it? He's had some shaving, you may be able to tell in the ears, a little bit on the face, it's hard to tell. His scar has been redone to look more like it's supposed to. And he now has a neck. Sadly, you can see the slightly yellowed fur in the new fur. I'm going to try to get that clean. White fur is so hard to clean, guys. But, we had a little paint accident, so this had to be shaved down, sadly. Hopefully it won't look too bad. Then again, with his general theme of, oh my god, were you throwing through a lawnmower, I think it'll work out just fine. So, he has, move him over here. He has a neck now that's longer. Don't mind the patchiness inside. That's all just the removing of the zipper panel and the extension on the head to make him a pullover style. So he now has a neck. It's been extended by about 3 inches. And back of the head has been shaved to match the rest. It's kind of hard to show him. His antlers are trying to go places. So yeah, new neck. Oh, go over there. And yep, it's still the same old derpy face. There was no reason to change anything else. Now everything else is different. First off, his new tail. His new tail is uber fluffy. I didn't like how on the other one there was no movement to the fur. See, this moves. So I used the 3-inch pile ivory fur that I got locally for Daja forever ago. Which, although it's not usable for a suit, like a bodysuit or sleeves or anything, it's perfectly fine for anything with continual structure, like a tail. So he got a new tail. It's curved now. It looks a lot more happy and bouncy, and a lot more like a deer. Second thing I redid were his hands, which one of them decided to go rogue. Here we go. Hands. The backs are the same fur as his old hands were, the Snow White distinctive fabrics. The only difference is I decided to keep it long this time. It looks better, and it doesn't show damage as much as short pile white, which is good. Then, here's where the big change came from. I changed his design in general. He now has a lighter blonde on him, which is Monterey Mills Palomino Fox. Or dark Palomino Fox. I don't know if there's a regular Palomino. I wonder. But it's this nice, almost coppery color. It's more blonde fur with this dark brown undercoat. You probably saw it if you saw my bear dog videos. That dark brown is this. So yeah, the hooves, the two finger hooves are the same as his old ones. I just chopped them off and put them on these since they were just fine the way they were. And the thumb hoof was a spare small finger from Dream Vision Creations large clopper set, because I got the 4-finger set and I only happened to use 3 out of the 4 fingers, so I had 2 extra thumbs, which I then covered in fleece to match the rest. Same on this side, same hooves from before, and just pretty standard. now we have the feet. The feet are, of course, made on sneakers. The hooves themselves are not made out of foam or resin or anything like that. They're made out of plaster gauze. Which, if you don't know what plaster gauze is, it's kind of like paper mache, but instead of paper, you use gauze and plaster. It's pre-made stuff. You can get it at any craft store. It is strong as hell if you do it right. This is it done right. Tons of layers, plus inside supports in case it collapses. It is pretty stable, but can still bend in if it needs to take some pressure. It hasn't had any problems with me yet, and it's already passed its durability tests. So the only problem is that the molds that I had made, because I had made 2 molds and then just to make more symmetrical looking hooves, which did not work. Problem was I made it too wide, so I had to literally break them to get them to fit the shoe, because I had accidentally screwed that up. So sadly, they're still kind of weirdly formed. These have more of the form that I was going for, the pointy, and these did not have the pointy, which is a little upsetting, but not too much for my first attempt at using that stuff for this purpose. I'm actually pretty experienced with plaster gauze. And now for the furs. There's an elastic strap in here to keep these stable. These are just foam carved dew claws that I then covered in Plastidip so that they would remain squishy. And also it just gives them this really funky beat up look, which I like. The back is, of course, the snow white fur. And we have both the dark camel that is on his head and his tail, and the palomino, which under natural light sadly looks almost the same. It's really hard to tell if you're not right up at it. But you can see even right here, camel, palomino. So that's the difference. Outside, this looks more copper, this looks more blonde. So there's a really, really big difference. The undersides are foam! Woot! As you can see, there's black in here. I tried to get it to take black, color-wise, but it would not. It does not want to. So, it has foam matte green bases. I found that, for those who know of foam matte, a lot of the time it has that weird crisscross steel thing, but these are much finer, and I find that it holds up better, and it doesn't slip as much on water. So I'm going to use that more. And the other one, same thing, got some dew claws, and lots of fur, and fluffiness. So, yeah. Over there. We have a deer that has been redone. His legs have officially been retired, I could say. I'm just going to upgrade him to a full bodysuit now that his neck can accompany a bodysuit. So he's just going to become a full suit. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that he's been redone. He looks much better now. And hopefully I'll be able to use him for my first plantigrade bodysuit practice. Woot. And if you stuck through this whole video, you're a trooper. And again, commissions are open for small parts, hands, feet, tails, and sleeves. I don't have any example of sleeves to show you. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's a thing. So again, links will be in the description to the information on those. So yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.